is Thomas Isbell with BCR. I kind of wanted to go over something that's not as extreme. I know 106 might have felt a little extreme. So 107 is going to be more just creating a little bit of a buffer for your main source of income in case anything were to happen. Right. So today is New Year's Day, so here's just some facts. So my monthly rental income is 5,100, and then you take that by the points or percentage points. 55% of that is going to be my net for the year, which comes out to 2,805 or 33,660 per year. And then down below I have my monthly expenses, so this is 100% of that would be 2,000. And this is what I'm comfortable is having the 24,000, which is well below the 33,660. However, my monthly expense for the rental properties is 45% of my gross. So 45 points of that times the 55,100. So 2,295 is taken out roughly per month to account for that. It may be 100%, but most of it will be accounted for. Which leaves me to, just below the 50% mark at 27,540 per year is my expenses. Alright, so I believe it was BCR 106 is where I went over Old National Bank preferred stock. So this is using that as the income source here, as the buffer. So ideally is I would have 30% of said 45% accounted for. So 30 points times my expense per month is 2,295, or 8,262 is the total amount of dividends I would like to get per year. That's ideally. Over here I have it separated by the month. So roughly an extra $600, nearly $700 per month. And then down here, this is what I'm going to shoot for beforehand, basically. Trying to hit 50% of my ideal buffer, so the 15%. So 15 points times the 2,295 is 4,131, or roughly 344 per month in dividends. And then down here, so because I'm holding it for the 2-month period, it will be considered qualified dividends. So it will be taxed at my tax bracket of 15%. So both, whether you go for the ideal buffer or you go for the fragmented buffer, they will each be taxed at 15%. So over here, basically $52 will be taxed. So I'm looking at $620 for the fragmented buffer, and then when I get to the 30% ideal buffer, you're looking at $103 a month in just taxes. So you're looking at $1,240 in per year in just taxes. So that's the price of doing business these days. So I will put this down below. It's Old National Preferred Stock. So projected total needed to meet my ideal buffer. So okay, so you know the desired dividends that you want. You know the points that you get in dividends from said stock. So total divided by my points, and so to meet, so this is going to be in a standard brokerage account. That's why it's being taxed. If it's in a Roth or traditional, it wouldn't be taxed. So I would need 118,000 roughly to hit that 8,262 in just dividends. Now, granted, it's not going to be the full amount because you will be taxed on it. Just to be aware of that. And then the same thing goes for my projected total for the fragmented buffer. So this is going to be basically step 1 is getting that 15%, and then step 2 is going for the 30%. So cut that in half. You got 4,131 dividends. Same amount, 7 points. But when you break it down like this and you kind of have a stepping stone, you can see, oh, I only need 60,000 in the bank, or 59,000 to hit this total. So that, okay, when I have $59,000 in Old National Preferred, in dividends, this is what I'm receiving to help my buffer my main source of income. So this amount, I don't really have to worry about. I do have to account for this 620 for my fragmented buffer, but that is entirely a gain. So again, this just kind of helps. So I know my total amount is 33,600, which more than covers my personal expenses for the 24,000. So what I'm trying to do is down here is I'm trying to help just a little bit buffer this amount. So I'm just buffering a little bit to help cover this 2,295 a month. So that, if I have a tenant move out, or I need a water heater that month, now suddenly that water heater is covered because I happen to have 60,000 in that stock that I don't have to worry about. I can pull it out directly, the dividend amount, and just be aware of this tax bracket, and there you go. You have a basically covered business expense. Hope everyone is doing well and have an idea for 2025 with what you want to do with it. Everyone have a good one. This is BCR signing off.